Okay, moving on to our first game. So in our drills there, we worked on hitting the ball and knowing where it is. So this time in our first game, I'm going to sort of switch it up a little bit, and I want us to see how softly and delicately we can hit it. So sometimes when we play cricket, we don't always want to bash it everywhere. Sometimes we need to just play it nice and gently. So as you can see, I've come up opposite a wall, set up a pair of stumps. Remember, if you haven't got stumps, get that wheelie bin, set up a wheelie bin and use that. I've then set out some fielders around me, and so if the ball lands in these, I will be out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand against this wall, I'm just going to bounce it against the wall, and I'm just going to try and delicately stop the ball dead. So I'm going to get soft hands, playing with soft hands, just trying to deaden the ball. So if you're a beginner, move slightly further back just so it gives you that time to get into position. So standing sideways on, I'll do it left-handed so you can see me. I'm going to just throw the ball against the wall. Feed's really important. You don't want to throw it really hard. You're just trying to get it to bounce off that wall, come back to you in a straight line. So as I throw it against the wall, I'm just trying to deaden it. If I get it to not land in there on the first bounce, I get 1 run. If it doesn't bounce in there in the first or second bounce, I get 2 runs. If it lands in there, I'm out. Give yourself a load of chances to see how you go. Now, if you miss the ball and it hits your wickets, you're out. If it just goes dead and it goes past everyone, give yourself a couple of runs. See how many runs you can score. So very simply, against the wall, and we're just trying to deaden the ball as best as possible. For those of you that are playing high level, throw the ball a bit harder, a bit of spin, and try and get on top of it that way. Okay, so you can be a bit harder and test it. You see how it's gone through my left hand defence twice. It's because my hands are away from my body. So to make it harder, throw it a little bit quicker, and we're looking to just deaden the ball and get the ball to bounce on the ground and not in any of these hoops or cones. Give it a go. Remember, soft hands, hands together, just trying to use the ball and manoeuvre it so it doesn't bounce anywhere near what would be fielders. Good luck. Okay, and on to the last challenge. I want you to see how many runs you can score in 20 shots. So as you can see, I've set up some target zones. So the yellow cones are my gaps in the field, and then the red cone in the middle is a fielder. So if I hit the ball and I hit it between any of the cones and I don't hit anything, I score 1 point. If I manage to hit it between the yellow cones, so this bracket over here, if I hit it between them and don't hit the fielder, I score 4 runs. If I manage to hit it in the air over them, I'm only going to score 2, because if you go over it, that's easy, okay? So we're going to try and go between them this time, so we're looking at how we will manoeuvre the ball. So anywhere forwards and I don't hit a cone, I score a run. If I hit it in the air over the cones, then I score 2. But if I manage to go between one of the gates and not hit a fielder, I score 4 runs. And then if I hit one of those red cones, that is 0. Okay, so that means you've hit the fielder. So they're quite small. Now, 2 different ways to do this drill. If you are a year 3 or a year 4, I want you to get this tee back out. Because what I'm more interested in today is, can you manoeuvre the ball where you want it to go? So with the tee, we're going to have our 20 shots. We're going to stand here, we're going to look around. I'm going to try and hit it through the middle up there. Oh, over the top of the yellow cones. I'm going to count that as 4 runs. So years 3 and 4, I want you to try and use the tee and manoeuvre it. I don't want you to always go for that one in front. You can only hit at the same set of cones 2 shots in a row. Years 5 to 6, what I would like you to do is give yourself a drop feed. If you are someone that hasn't played cricket in year 5 and 6, feel free to use the tee. Also, if you're in year 4 and you're playing lots of club cricket, you can try the drop feed. So how that works is, I'm literally just going to drop the ball in front of me, let it bounce once, twice, and then I'll hit my shot. So let it bounce, and you're going to hit twice, and then you hit it on the second bounce. So you have my hand in position on with my right hand. I'm just going to drop it once, twice, and then hit it. It is really key that if you see I'm doing it on a relatively flat surface, so you need to do this. If you're doing it on the grass, the ball will bounce left and right, so you need to try and keep it on a station. Same thing though, 20 shots. What am I going to go for? I'm going to go for the one at my 11 o'clock. So hands out in front. 1, 2, nothing. Just straight through, 1 point for me, nowhere close. 20 shots, have a go. Remember, we're trying to hit different types of things. Remember those techniques and experiment with making sure that we can hit the ball on a consistent basis. I hope you had fun today, and I will catch up with you on Wednesday.